Doc Owen here with Action Figure Times. Today we're going to be looking at something that's coming up for sale on MattyCollector.com on August 15th. And actually, it's something ever since I heard about it, I've really been kind of stoked about it. And that is the Stealth Fusion Batman. It's part of the Dark Knight Rises. Now, to me, it's coming out a little bit late, but hey, the movie's still in theaters, I guess, huh? This is actually the mailer box that it comes in, a little bit different than the normal white mailer boxes. Got the, the splattered symbol right there. We see it's Stealth Fusion right here. And it says Adult Collector. On the back, it tells us a little bit about it. Now, as we open it up, this is kind of cool. Right? See, okay, there's the glare. It's kind of got a shattered symbol in here that's actually cut out where you can actually reach in and touch the suit, which I guess is kind of cool. I think it would be cool if it was at retail, where you could reach in and touch it. For this, I do think it gives it pretty good packaging. I kind of like it. It says Stealth Fusion Batman there on the back. And then on the back it tells us a little bit about the endoskeleton. You got a little bit of the, what is that, Leonardo da Vinci's man that they've redone with the Batman, and it talks about how this is going to give it hyper articulation and all those other things. A little bit different for this is the fact that it is an 8-inch figure. Now let's go ahead and see if we can open him up here. This is kind of curious story how I came across this. This is not a production sample. I was actually on MattelShop.com and I saw that this was posted there, and I thought it was supposed to be a Matty Collector exclusive, and it was. And when I contacted Toy Guru and I said, "Hey, I got the Stealth Fusion Batman," because I wanted to wait until after I had it in hand so nothing could stop it. I said, "I had this; it's absolutely great." And he was like, "Well, where did you get it?" And I said, "MattelShop.com." And he's like, "Can you really? Can you confirm?" Yep. And so I sent him a link to it, and then it disappeared off of MattelShop.com. Didn't mean to spoil it for you guys. But it is kind of funny just the way they kind of run around sometimes. But I also wanted, to be honest with you, I wanted to help Toy Guru, because in order for us to get stuff on MattyCollector.com and keep getting cool toys, it's imperative that we buy from them. And I didn't want sales to be taken up from MattelShop.com and it reduced the sales on Matty Collector, and we never see something like this again. Now, I've just run my mouth long enough to realize that this is going to take me a few minutes to take apart, so I'll be right back with you. Alright, a couple things you need to know. First off, he was tied down with these little Dumaflachis that wrapped around. They're kind of like tie-down cords for a car or something, or I don't know if you ever go spelunking or mountain climbing. We use some things similar to this. That's kind of odd. Now, the back actually has kind of a raised bat symbol, gives it a 3D effect. That's kind of cool. He also, and I wasn't aware of this, came with two Batarangs that are really, really neat and spongy, and I will show you those up close because I really think they did a good job on these. Now, he is 8 inches in size. To give you an idea what this is the DC Direct Batman Incorporated Batman. Okay, this is the Mattel, one of the DC Superheroes Selects. And then this is the Square Enix Batman. And so that kind of gives you kind of where he's at in the scale of things, because he's pretty much similar to, I think maybe some of the more recent ones are a little bit taller than him, but it just kind of gives you a scale. Now, this is actually a very, very cool figure. I wish I could describe, I mean, it's got that kind of rubbery feel onto his uniform, and I really like that. He does have a soft goods cape. It's kind of, you can kind of see it's not a very, very big cape. Personally, I think these cost 25 bucks. I ended up having a coupon for it, but I would have liked to have seen a wraparound cape where it could come around the front of him. Actually, I think that was something that was really missed in the movies. I would have liked to have seen him with the cape come all the way around. I like that look for Batman. Now, this is billed as, let's see, read the box again. It says that it is completely enclosed joint system, allowing for more authentic surface details and flexibility. Now, I really do like the surface details. I don't know if you can see that. If not, I'll show it to you up close. This is just cool. It's spongy. The belt is nice. This isn't a chest joint he twists. He doesn't have a chest joint. But sculpt is pretty good too. I think that's pretty decent. I might have, he looks a little bit washed out on this, but in fact it is flesh tone. Sorry about that. I'm not sure why the camera's reading it like that. Now, he has kind of the blunted gauntlets right there, but I can show you all that when we look up close. Now, as far as hyperarticulation, check this out. That's not normal. But one of the downsides is that's about as far as he can go as far as to get a front kick. That's about as far as he could go. Now, he does have foot articulation. He doesn't have rocker ankles. As far as he can do a side kick, no Jean-Claude Van Damme. He probably could, but it feels as though it might rip a little bit. And I'll show you the rest. The back is pretty cool. I actually really like this guy, though. I mean, this uniform is too cool. It kind of reminds me, you know, in the first Batman movie, Batman Returns, when Catwoman was touching Michael Keaton's uniform, and you could see that it was kind of rubbery. It's really got that look to it. Now, both hands have actual holes in them. They're not actually grips, and there are no finger articulations. They're basically just rubber, you know, rubber spongy grippy things, I guess. But what I'm trying to say is they're not hard at all, and they're bound together, and he does seem to hold that fairly well. But you want to know what? I really dig this. This is really cool. Just as far as the uniforms and stuff goes, I think that the reason they probably didn't make this in a 6-inch scale, I don't know that they could do it with in this scale. And it's very, very similar to Swamp Thing that they had for San Diego Comic-Con a year or two ago. But anyway, let me let you show it to you up close so you can see the detail. We're looking at the Stealth Fusion Batman. This is what the Batarang looks like. That's very, very cool. Now, the detail on this figure is absolutely amazing. Make sure you come to aftimes.com and you can see the up-close detail pic, huge, so you can really get a look at it. See the mesh there on his neck? Man, this is just too cool. Now, he doesn't have a whole lot of head movement. Maybe, I mean, with the suit on, maybe you wouldn't. Now, notice how the epaulets move. You see how they... Is that not wild? But it's not a separate piece. It actually feels like it's attached. Now, when you move him sometimes, it doesn't stay. I was having the arm bounce back on me. But you can see how the joints are. We were talking about the hands. There you go with that. Look at the paint detailing on this. You got a little bit of the gray here, the bat, the ribs. Man, this is just too cool. And it's nice and squishy. This is just neat. Belt looks good. Looks good all the way around. You can see the detail. This is just, I really, really dig this figure. The mail going on there. Now you can see how much movement he's got. You can see the foot. I mean, look at that. That's kind of great. Like I said, no rocker ankles. The cape, I would have liked a bigger cape. There's the gauntlets right there. All in all, this is a pretty amazing figure. I think it's well worth your money. Remember, you can buy it at mattycollector.com starting August 15th. Very, very neat. Make sure you take it out of the package, though, because you really got to experience it. But I really do like the packaging. I like the new mailer box. And, well, I hope you've enjoyed looking at this. This is Doc Owen reminding you to be extraordinary. We're looking out for you. And come to aftimes.com. Join the conversation, but look at the up-close pics that we've got of these things. Very, very, very cool. We'll see you next time on aftimes.com.